Recall that we recently studied Sutram 1.4.24, Dhruvamapaye Padanam. Let us now take a Vartikam under that Sutram, which reads Jugupsa Virama Pramadarthanam Upasankhyanam. There is a note from the Tattvabodhini commentary which explains this Vartikam as follows. Jugupsa means Ninda, Viramaha means Viratihi, Pramadaha means Anavadhanata. Etadarthakanam Dhatunam Karakam Apadana Sanyam Syadityarthaha. Etadarthakanam Dhatunam Karakam Apadana Sanyam Syad iti arthaha. When a verbal root having the meaning of jugupsa, meaning censure or dislike or disgust, or viramaha, meaning cessation or turning away, or pramadaha, meaning negligence or inattentiveness, is used, the karakam, the participant in the action, that is the topic, the vishayaha of the jugupsa or virama or pramadaha, is designated as upadanam. For example, Papa jugupsate, Papat jugupsate. Someone is disgusted with sin. Since papa, meaning sin, is the topic, vishaya of the disgust, hence by this vartikam it gets the sanya apadanam. And then of course by 2.3.28, apadane panchami, the pratipadikam papa takes the fifth case affix and we get the form papat. Similarly, papad viramati, someone turns away from, someone ceases to commit sin. Same thing here, papa is the topic of the cessation, hence it gets the sanya apadanam, and then we use the fifth case affix as per 2.3.28, apadane panchami, to get the form papat. Third example here is dharmat pramadyati, someone is negligent towards his or her duty. So dharma is the topic of the negligence, hence it gets the designation upadanam. And then by 2.3.28 we use the fifth case affix following the pratipadikam dharma to get the form dharma. Now any verbal root used in these meanings qualifies for the application of this vartikam. So for example, instead of saying papad viramati, we would have said papan nivartate. As long as the meaning of jugupsa or viramaha or pramadaha is there, this vartikam may be applied. It doesn't have to be these exact three verbal roots. As long as the meaning is there, even if the verbal root is different, this vartikam may be applied. One last note here is that as per the Mahabhashyam, we can manage without this vartikam. This vartikam is not absolutely necessary. Why is that? The reason is, since there is a mental apayaha, movement away, the Sutram 1.4.24, Dhruvamapaye Padanam, itself may be used here to assign the designation apadanam. Normally when we say apayaha, a movement away, it means sanyoga purvako vishleshaha, which means that there was a previous contact and now there is a detachment. That is called apayaha. For example, gramadayati, someone comes from the village. So someone was in contact with the village, was in the village, and now he or she is moving away from the village, coming from the village. So there was contact, now there is separation. That is called apayaha. But now in these examples, when we say, for example, papat viramati, where is the contact? The Mahabhashyam says that even though there is no physical contact, there is a mental contact, because someone considers or ponders on papam. Then realizing that it is not something that he should do, he turns away from it. So here also there is a mental contact, meaning mental consideration of the topic. And after consideration, there is a turning away. So even though there is no physical contact, we do have a apayaha in the opinion of the Mahabhashyam. So we don't really need this Vartikam. Even without this Vartikam, you could just use the Sutram 1424 Dhruvamapaye Padanam itself to assign the designation Apadanam.